I'm letting you in on a little tiny secret, but don't tell anybody. I've heard that community gardens are the real deal. Hey guys, how are you doing? Thanks a lot for joining the channel. My name is Devagaro and today I have something very special in store. So the sneakers we're going to talk about today flew a little bit under the radar, but the very first time I saw them on a picture on one of these mock-ups, I fell in love. The last few weeks have been crazy in terms of drops left and right. It's super easy nowadays to get confused and just to sleep on some of the shoes. Which ones are the most important ones? Which ones are the ones that are gonna spike up in value? It's just so much going on. In addition, because of all of these disruptions in the last few months, different regions are getting different releases and different sneakers at different times. So it's just a bit hard to keep track of what's going on in that atmosphere and that environment. I'm super happy to share with you guys that I hit a raffle. This time it came through very clutch at the last minute, right after I had gotten an L with sneakers. But all of that aside, we have these right here. Let's get into it. And here we have them. The Community Garden Nike Dunk Lows, also known as Lemon Wash. Oh my gosh, these are beautiful, guys. These are super cool. So I already peeked into them. I could not contain myself. I mean, I was thinking about doing an unboxing and not just a simple review, but I could not contain myself and I peaked a bit early on. These are the Community Gardens, also known as Lemon Wash. Both names are super cool for different reasons. And the first thing is that Lemon Wash, I think that there were these Jordan 1 mids that came out, like I want to say a month ago, more or less. These are super dope as well. In fact, I got them. I'm gonna drop the review at some point. I just have been very busy, so I need to catch up with all that. There's a second story of these sneakers which I find extremely cool, and it's the official name of Community Gardens. The medial side features a Nike swoosh in an off-white color, as well as tie-dye on the entire canvas of the side of the shoe. And what I find particularly interesting is that no two shoes are the same for this release. So each shoe, each sneaker, each pair is individual, it's unique, and has a different pattern size and cut. So as you can see, there are polka dots on the mid panel, and the upper is made completely out of canvas. By the way, the upper canvas is also made out of recycled materials. As you can see, most of the upper is covered in a tie-dye pattern with asymmetrical shapes and featuring, as I was saying, polka dots. There are like these little crosses. Also on the eye stays, where you have the eyelids, there are floral patterns that are in a, let's say, I would say kind of like a dry brown type of shade. Then when we move on to the front of the shoe, we have this type of psychedelic mud guard on the front. Moving on to the toe cap, we have canvas in a purple color. And then continuing up towards the laces are super cool because the laces have this type of a light gold matching the swoosh and also the heel cap, but we'll get there in a bit. Behind the golden shoelaces, we have a green canvas-made tongue, which also features the tag that has your traditional Nike branding in a red tone. By the way, I really dig the tag because it distills a very vintage vibe. It's a very cool combo between the burgundy on the Nike branding and the off-white color of the actual tag. Moving towards the rear, the sneaker features the same asymmetric, psychedelic pattern, also with that tie-dye. And there's on top, there is this heel cap, which is adorned in gold with Nike branding in burgundy. The midsole of the Dunks comes in a very nicely aged off-white color. And it's actually funny that I'm saying this because if you go right now to most of the descriptions out there, they actually portray the midsole as white, which is definitely not the case. When you see this shoe in hand, you'll easily identify that it's not white, it's off-white. Cool. So we got to the outsole of the shoe, and this is another very cool feature of the lemon washes or community garden. I mean, who's keeping tabs, guys? But you know what I'm saying. So the outsole comes in Nike grind material, which is also recycled and reusable. So this outsole is the same story that we had with the Space Hippies. I don't know about you guys, but when I see these, the colors, just the feel, just how they're playing, how Nike has played with the colors and how they've put them together, it has a very Travis Scott Dunk vibe for me. And at the same time, it incorporates this other story, this other side of the coin, which is sustainability, recycling, community gardens, as well as reusing and keeping down emissions and reusing different materials as we see them in Space Hippies. So all in all, to me, these are a funky combo or mashup of Travis Scott Dunks with Space Hippies, but with a very low key. And if you ask me, I like these way better, for sure, hands down, than the Space Hippies. I'm not a huge fan. I like the concept, super cool idea, super dope, but it's not for me that much. And at the same time, I also confess that I really dig these more than the Travis Scotts. And for that reason, I think this is a very, very good option if you're thinking about pulling the trigger with any of these shoes. First of all, the community gardens dropped on Thursday, September 10th, and they were retailing at $100. Yep, $100. Can you imagine that? Looking at the resale market, they actually came in with a big bang. When they came out on the 10th, they were hovering around 450, 500 euros in the resale market. However, I just checked the aftermarket and it's around 400 euros. So it's actually dropped a bit, but I'm telling you, these will definitely go up. So trust me on that. They will certainly go up. I would say if you're interested in these, I can't see them going too much lower. So you might want to consider scooping a pair. I think that many people, many sneaker connoisseurs are going to prefer these over the Travis Scotts. Perhaps not on price. Maybe if I was reselling them, I would pick the Travis Scotts. But if these are for me, if these are my personal collection and I have to choose which ones, not looking at the price, I'm going with these, hands down. As always with Dunks, you should be good going true to size. I recommend, if you have a chance or an opportunity to try the sneakers before purchasing them, especially if you're gonna go to the aftermarket, try to give them a try. Stop by your local shoe store, or if your buddy has a pair in your same size, just try a pair on and just make sure that they actually fit and they're comfortable, and that the investment is going to be worth it. All right, so now that we've gone through the community gardens in detail, how about I throw these on feet? Let's go. that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks a lot for joining me once again. Please continue to smash that like button, hit the notification bell, and keep subscribing, please. That's definitely the fuel of the channel. That's the fuel of our Devagaro community. Thank you so much, guys. I will never, never, never get tired of repeating that. So I really appreciate that a lot. So with this, you're all now debriefed, and we can officially declassify the Lemon Wash Community Garden Dunk Low Nikes. As you know perfectly well, always fresh, never stress.